What's up? It's your boy LL Cool Blaze, and you're here for another episode of The Klash. I'm here with my hosts,
Feli Inayah,
Sasha J.
Alright, and today we're going to be talking about the Grammys coming up soon. More specifically, the reggae category. Mm-hmm. In the last 20 years, a Marley has won 11 times. So we feel like basically every time a Marley drops an album, they win a Grammy. So let's get into that topic. What you got? How you guys feel about that?
Ratings.
Ratings?
I mean, okay, I'm not discrediting them. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying their work is not great, because they have a lot of great work. They have a lot of great music. But there are other artists that I think should probably get it also. And I feel like, but they also know what the name Marley alone can do for the Grammys.
My whole thing behind it is where I feel that they respectively deserve their Grammys year after year is because, and I'm not saying that other people don't deserve a chance to win it as well, because I'm all for that, but the thing is that when it comes to reggae album of the year, are we talking about reggae, actual reggae that we've known from long back, that sound that you're looking for? When it comes down to that, reggae is still what they're doing, and I think that's why they keep winning, because they do reggae, pure reggae music. And the thing is that right now the biggest followers of reggae music are Caucasians, or white people, and I think white people love true reggae, the true reggae that you put on in the car, you know, when you have Sirius XM, that you're like, what the hell is this shit? Right. That they love that. Yeah. And the Marleys will bring that to them every single time. So that's why I feel that they deserve reggae album of the year.
Actually, I find that I agree with that, because a lot of things that go into the Grammys with the judging is based off of sales, right? So our culture, to our generation, the biggest reggae artist is Drake. You know,
oh God!
you know, like that's a
right.
Drake drop an album and basically sound like a reggae album, right? A reggae mixed with Afrobeat. Yeah. But when it comes to the Marleys, like, they put out that authentic reggae, and people are actually buying their albums. Like, when's the last time somebody in our generation bought an album? Like, people just go and just download it for free.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Well, I mean, I know I do. All the time.
DJs.
I still buy vinyls, you know, to keep that collection growing. But I definitely agree with that. They do have like the authentic sound. Like, if you look at some of the other people that won, like Inner Circle and Morgan Heritage, like, that's like true authentic.
Yeah, it is.
You know, what do you guys think about like artists like Cartel or Idonia or Alkaline being in that category?
They will never be in that category.
They can't. Yeah. It's different. Dancehall is different from reggae.
Yeah. Do you think dancehall and even soca should have like their Grammys?
Maybe they should have a Caribbean Afro portion, where they can put in Pataron King and Davido and then Popcorn and people like that. You get what I mean? So everything is like the Afro Caribbean.
Because there's categories for every single thing except probably that.
Afro-Caribbean.
Yeah. There's Spanish, there's
and the thing
gospel,
is that
there's country.
Machel Montano is huge. And by all means, Machel Montano probably deserves a Grammy. Mm-hmm. Like,
the king, how can you be the king of of a genre and not be considered
for a Grammy?
Yeah. That's crazy. Like, having this conversation, I was on Uber Soca Cruise, and Kevin Crown, shout out to Kevin Crown, New York crew, he brought up the topic that soca music doesn't even have his own category on iTunes.
Wow, it doesn't. That's true.
You know, everything just falls under world. Yeah. Same thing.
Or reggae. They consider that reggae. Yeah.
You know, like, if the Wizkid puts out something, it goes under reggae. How crazy is that?
And he's one of the biggest, Afro.
One of the biggest artists out of an entire country.
Right.
And you get thrown into a different category.
Right.
What do you guys feel about that situation?
Well, I mean, I know that a lot. Well, Afro beats are like very reggae based, or should we say vice versa, or both? Because really, reggae comes from beats from a time from, I guess, Africa too, like the background of the beats. So I guess it's all kind of tied in. But at the same time, I would give it its own category, though, because it is its own category.
Absolutely, it's its own genre.
Yeah, of course.
At the end of the day.
But then I was thinking, like, how would I feel as an artist? But then at the same time, if they don't have a genre for you, don't you want to be thrown into any genre at that point?
But some people are willing to not compromise themselves for that.
True.
which I
people
can
are.
respect also.
Yeah, you're right. And you know what? What sucks about it? Those people get left behind. Like Notch.
Yeah, I mean, because like I feel like reggae, soca, from the DJ aspect, like they're two separate,
Completely.
to some, most of the world it sounds the same, but like the feeling that I get from dancehall and the feeling I get from soca is two
different
things.
feelings.
two different feelings. You know, even from Afrobeat, like now it's starting to blend a lot more as the collaborations go. You know, things like Major Lazer bringing out and bringing it a little bit more mainstream. But the actual hardcore of it, like the authenticness is different. You know, so how can you put it into the same thing? That's like saying that jazz is the same thing as country.
Right.
Like that's ignorant. Just because
Right.
you don't really understand it, just doesn't mean that you can throw it into the same category.
Right.
And how do you feel now when people like Drake or Major Lazer? And I know like while she is
I was just
Caribbean,
gonna say that.
but at the end of the day, he's not necessarily making Caribbean music. Same thing like Drake. Like they're inspired from the Caribbean, but now they're getting all the accolades for it.
Well,
I mean, I think you know, it goes back to that culture vulture topic. You know, people say, is Drake a culture vulture? Is Diplo a culture vulture? I feel like one thing that Major Lazer does a very good job of is keeping the authentic feel to it. You know, so like they're actually immersed in the culture. You know, like Walshy is Jamaican,
Right.
Right.
Jillionaire is Trinidadian. You know what I
Right.
mean? So like they grew up listening to that music. So now they're just giving it. Even Diplo has, like, he grew up and he's been to Jamaica, he's been in the islands, he's been around the culture.
I mean that Diplo started from Black Chinese, and he says that all the time in interviews. He started from Black Chinese because he heard the whole remix thing they were doing, and he took it and he really ran with it. He really ran with it. And that's the thing. I think I'm happy you brought up Major Lazer, because I was actually thinking about this. So a lot of people have mixed feelings, especially when it comes to Jamaicans. Jamaicans have a lot of mixed feelings on Major Lazer. So I know that you feel that it's great because, like you said, they're able to keep the culture and expand at the same time. What's your feel, Sasha?
I feel the same way, and I just feel like Jamaicans or just Caribbean people in general, are looking at it. They're looking at it the wrong way. I feel like.
Me too.
I think they're taking it too serious. Cause even somebody like Drake, I've noticed, like, he learns a certain culture every album is different.
Yeah.
He goes to different places, he learns their culture, and he gets inspiration from them, and then he bases his album off of it. I've never once, and maybe it's just me, I've never once heard Drake say, I put on for Jamaica, I put on for London, I put on for Canada, I put on for these things.
Right.
He's inspired. That's everybody.
Right.
Like, I don't see.
And that's what you do. Like, that's what they're here to do, really.
Right.
They're here to go around. These are the people that we have. The thing is that people don't realize that these are the people that we have that will impact things like culture and stuff like that. These are the people that can spread culture and spread different types of things. And I think the Caribbean falls short because here's my thing with Caribbean people.
You're stubborn.
We're stubborn, and we only support when you hype.
Yeah.
We only support when you hype. The thing is that Major Lazer, you see, music is growing, like just like in anything, right? Music is growing. I was actually just talking on the phone to Peter Lee from Chinese Assassin, probably like an hour before I got here. We were talking about this, and he was talking about how much music has changed and the reasons why he's not really playing so much anymore for Chinese Assassin. And it's because of this, because music is growing and people don't want to grow with it. That's the problem. And especially Caribbean people, we're really stuck on it. Listen, like I said, the number one supporter of reggae music right now is white people, are Caucasians. Diplo was able. White people play popcorn in their car in Broward County, okay? Like, white people wouldn't have known about popcorn and people like this if people like Walshy from Major Lazer, Diplo, stuff like that, were not constantly putting out music that has this huge influence. And I don't think they realize that this is where music is growing, and you have to go where the music goes. And the thing is that this is what's best for these artists. These artists are popping off of this. These artists are making money. We're not gonna buy the albums, but guess who will? Those white people who are going out to those Major Lazer shows where there's 30,000 people in a bra in their panty.
Because black people are just stubborn in general. Black people in general are just stubborn. Even like the Drake and DJ Khaled joint on what was it called?
To the Max.
Miami.
Yes, To the Max.
Oh.
Like, that was based off of Miami music, yeah, but and they were all mad, like, oh, why didn't they put Iceberg? Why didn't they put Trick Daddy? You really
Because
thought Iceberg and Trick Daddy was gonna make that hot?
Right. Not only that, but come on, like Trick Daddy. Like, let's be real. Okay, Trick Daddy and Trina just dropped a new song. It's pretty cool. But at the end of the day, they're a little bit.
Behind
That time is
right,
like right. Their sound is a little different. Drake was the perfect person to put on for Miami for that song.
Exactly.
So, and that's the thing. People don't respect that. People don't respect in the fact that you have to grow. Like, you have to branch out. Like Sean Paul. Mm-hmm. People don't. Jamaicans don't rate Sean Paul. How you don't rate Sean Paul?
He was one of the first. He was one of the first to do it and do it well.
Well, that he never stops having bookings. He never stopped. Him and Shaggy don't stop having bookings. They don't stop.
They trace him off so bad, and I just
the same thing with Shaggy. But you know what? You gotta do what's best for you because you know your growth. You know where you're going. You gotta make money, right?
And he's making money, and everybody else still sitting at home watching TV.
Watch and see how they can make a new beat that sounds exactly like the beat that happened yesterday.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think you guys have definitely valid points because it's about how to take that sound and make it worldwide. You know, and like the people you're talking about, Shaggy, Sean Paul, Diplo, like they took our sound and they made it so that the masses hear the islands.
Hear
of Jamaica,
everybody.
Hear Trinidad.
Hear Africa.
And it opens up the door for the younger guys to come in, and now they're more receptive to it because they're familiar with the sound.
And I can appreciate people like that because, like, they do their research. They go to the country.
That's right.
They listen to the music. They learn everything.
They've been doing it.
And then they put it out there.
Right.
I'm okay with that.
Same here. No, we need that. When Skrillex put out with Davey and Marley, we mash up the place, turn up the bass. Yo, when that came out, I was hype. I was like, yo, this is my culture. This is my culture right here. I remember being at a festival and being like, holy shit! Holy shit! It's Davey and Marley! Like, because I was proud. I was proud. This is me. This is my culture. You see you white boys dancing around to this. I just want to let you know my culture made this.
Right.
Like that's and people need to get up and be proud, yo. Stand up for your culture in any way possible. Instead of bashing. And try to keep it to yourself. Why? Jamaica's a small island. Guyana's a small place. Trinidad's a small island. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
They don't want to see nobody win.
Yeah, I feel like now like the new move is like the soca mixed with EDM. It kind of reminds me of when dancehall.
Well, soca is EDM now.
Yeah,
it is.
Like when
EDM.
dancehall artists started linking up with hip hop artists, and they made dancehall hot to the Americas because like they were like, okay, now there's a Jay-Z with a Damien or like those different mashups. So I feel like now EDM artists, EDM DJs are the rock stars of the world. You know what I'm saying? The biggest top 10 DJs in the world are all EDM DJs.
Yes,
so them taking that sound, like Steve Aoki just did a song with Jimmy October, shout out Jimmy, from Trinidad, and Battle Royale, and like now like that song has millions of plays, and people probably before would never heard of Jimmy October, but now they know who he is and they know his song.
Right.
Because this DJ came in, he liked the song, and he took that authentic Trinidadian sound, and used it and flipped it to the EDM, and now a whole brand new world is open up to new artists.
I think as long as people give credit when credit's due, I don't see a problem with anybody using anything that's out there.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what music is for.
Right.
History has to repeat itself, including music. I mean, the Thong Song came back out. He was smart enough. He was smart enough to remix his own song. He came up. Everybody's remixing a '90s song right now. He was like, Cisco was like, nah, I'm gonna remix my own song. So that's the smartest thing I heard so far.
That's dope. All right, so 2018 Grammys. You think the Marleys gonna win?
Yes.
I think there's a lot of good people in the running. Like we said, Morgan Heritage, Common Kings. Yeah. Those are a lot of good. Chronics.
Yeah.
I'm really rooting for Chronics.
Yeah, me too.
I am.
Well, thank you for tuning in. And till next time, this is The Clash.
Keep up with us. Watch our show.